Merry belated Christmas, everybody. And it's been quite the year, hasn't it? Especially for me. With my aunt dead, and now my dog dead as well. Kind of feels like parts of my childhood have been ripped away from me. I'm not going to be able to think of December without thinking about the people that I lost anymore. You know, December is a good time to get introspective because as the last month in the year, we're able to reflect on everything that came before. And looking back, I've decided that I don't just want to talk about the bad. I want to talk about the good. I want to praise songs that I feel genuinely were good and deserve to be listened to and bought. So, I'm going to present the top 5 best and worst songs of 2014. Let's get started.
Don't start a band. Nobody wants to hear, nobody understands. Don't start a band. You will be so disappointed that
Number 5.
don't start a band. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Without a doubt, this was the year of the butt. Can we just play some moratorium on butts? Because I'm getting pretty tired of butts. Are you beginning to get an idea as to why I don't like this song? No? Well, maybe this will help. Do you get it now? First things first, the pathetic and blatant product placement. Secondly, the music behind this song is built off of a terrible beat that centers around a freaking recorder, something I could get at the toy store, and should not be considered a real musical instrument. And then, of course, the chorus.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit.
You can't dance to this. This isn't funny, and it doesn't even sound good. Plus, it's sexist as all hell.
If I take pictures while you do your dance, I can make you famous on Instagram.
Look at that face. This is what frat guys do after they just slipped a roofie into their latest conquest, and they're about to do them up the butt. This is not okay.
Hot damn it. Woo. Your booty like 2 planets. Woo.
Great! So when he's not making disgusting comments on how big a woman's ass is, he's creeping on old ladies. You pervert. Actually, you know what this is? You know what Jason Derulo is? He's one of those guys whose mindset about women is a little something like this.
You like my work?
Oh my God.
A woman's body is a wonderful thing, but the head is useless.
True fact. This is also what Gamergaters believe. And you know, here's the thing. Jason Derulo's song, Talk Dirty, I actually kinda like it. Not for the lyrics, no. But it's got an insanely good beat. The music behind it is really, really good. And based off a sample that is divinely inspired. So, you know what? I'm not going to say that the guy has only ever produced total crap. But, Jason, look, here's the thing. Tone down the misogyny because this is just pathetic. And yet, even this is not as bad as what comes next. Because it's one thing for a guy to be pathetic and shallow and stupid and sleazy and disgusting. Oh, no. But now we get into the realm of the downright disturbing.
Don't start a band. Nobody wants to hear, nobody understands. Don't start a band. You will be so
Number 4.
There's nothing like a band. Don't start a band. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Baby, I'm playing on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like animals, animals like animals, moles. And maybe you think that you can hide. I can smell yourself for miles. Just like animals, animals like animals, moles. Baby, I'm
There's no good way to say this. This song's got severely rapey overtones. And Adam Levine is at his most punchiest in how he sings. His voice is far too reedy, and the lyrics too disturbing for me to even remotely consider recommending this song. The fact is, this song is just disgusting. It's not artistic. It's just sick.
Yeah, you can start over, you can run free, you can find other fish in the sea, you can pretend it's meant to be, but you can't stay away from me.
No, it sounds like you can't stay away from her, considering in the music video, you're creeping on her, following her everywhere she goes, stalking her, taking pictures of her at her home through the window. It's seriously disturbing. And it doesn't, and again, it doesn't even sound nice.
Animals, animals like animals, moles. And maybe you think that you can hide, I can smell yourself for miles.
It sounds off-kilter and queasy and disturbing. And the lyrics, hunt you down, eat you alive. Is Adam Levine a cannibal? Moving on. Let's just move on. Give me something. Anything.
Don't start a band. Nobody wants to hear, nobody understands. Don't start a band. You will be
Number 3.
It was nothing like a band. Don't start a band. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. Shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off.
Well, it's not rapey, and at least there's only a minor bit of butts, but really? A tunnel of butts, Taylor? I thought you were better than this.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
Okay, first things first. Here's what's wrong with this song. 1, nobody sounds good talking about the haters. 2, you're not supposed to feed the trolls, and the problem is that she's trying so hard to insist she doesn't care about the bad things that people say that she comes off as faking it. 3, and this is the big part, it is so pretentious and pompous, and the beat, by the way, is not that good. Like, it's just too in your face. All of it is just trying too hard. Trying way too hard. And worse still, look at her putting on all these different costumes and trying to act like, oh, it's just silly old Taylor. These costumes don't fit me. I'm not like this. You guys know who I really am. No, 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 no. You are now every bit as fake and shallow as people said you were. You're no longer the humble girl next door that had that kind of honest appeal you once had. That Taylor is gone. You're not in the bleachers anymore. You're the cheerleading bitch.
They don't know, but I keep cruising. Can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.
Don't give me that crap. Stop acting like this is all impromptu and spontaneous. This is so planned and calculated, it might as well have been written by Skynet itself. I mean, good lord. And you know what the sad thing is? Even if I ignored all of that, there is like no real personality or heart to this song. This is the big problem. before, there was always a sense of genuine heart to the things that Taylor wrote about. There was a sense that she was speaking from a place of experience others could relate to, especially if you were a teenage girl. But this, Taylor, I don't know if you understand this, but normal people like myself don't have haters. We just have jerks or assholes or bastards in our lives. But we don't specifically have, like, people who just hate us for no good reason or for petty reasons. They just hate us because we did something they find annoying, like we took the last pudding cup or we swerved and cut them off in traffic or something. Only celebrities have haters, and only you get called out for constantly having too many guys, not treating them well, and only being interested in relationships you can write about and which you're kind of secretly hoping turn out bad. So, I'm sorry, but any sympathy I had for you, gone. And any patience I had with J-Lo, any respect I had for her, well, that went as well when I heard this next song. And by the way, you might recognize the name in the title.
Don't start a band. Nobody wants to hear, nobody understands. Don't start a band. You will be
Number 2!
There's nothing like a band. Don't start a band. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This gives you some idea of what you're going to be in for.
Big booty, but you got a big booty.
Oh.
Big booty, but you got a big booty.
Biggie
Big booty, but you got a big booty.
Stop! Right there. That name. Hype Williams. Does he sound familiar? He should. Because you see, he did a music video to another song I really don't like. Guess which one? Gives you an idea of the great fun we're going to have with this one. First of all, the beat. It's incredibly repetitive and uses an immense amount of percussion and by the way, the lyrics aren't exactly much to write home about either, because it's just about showing off what you've got in regards to your butt and, you know, having sex and the music video isn't exactly that detailed either, because okay, stop. You know what the song is? You want to know what the song is? It's this. It's over 3 minutes of this. Nothing but lyrics, a beat, and a music video centered entirely around the ass. That is all it is. It is uncreative and pathetic. There was no thought and no creativity put into this. It is basically just portraying women as sex-crazed meat who are only interested in having sex, showing off their body, and, oh, of course, some blatant lesbianism, because, you know, that gets guys going. Grow the hell up, Mrs. Lopez. You have children now. And I can't even... Where exactly are these artists' sense of shame? Whatever happened to shame? Guilt. You know, the idea that maybe you shouldn't do this because it would make you look bad. How would you feel if a guy was singing a song entirely about his butt, shaking his butt around in front of the camera, and singing to the ladies that, oh yeah, you should totally have sex with me because of my nice ass? We would all call it a disgusting, sexist song that makes the guy look like a pig who doesn't deserve to get any. Oh, but it's okay when a woman does it because, you know, feminism. No! That's not feminism! That is not feminism! Feminism is about treating the sexes equally and with respect. And that includes not treating both sexes like sluts and whores. You really think it's a good idea to portray any anybody as a whore or a slut who is happy to give it to somebody on the drop of a hat? No! It's just disgusting, it's pathetic, and it's been overdone. But you know, this isn't even the worst example, because there's one song that did it even worse. Want to know which one? Well, you can probably already guess, but...
Don't start a band. Nobody wants to hear, nobody understands. Don't start a band.
You should feel so proud, because guess what? You're number one! You're number one! You're number one!
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Let's be honest. You knew this was coming. You knew this was going to be the worst song of the year. It's not just the fact that it sampled a song that was beloved by all, a 90s classic that was controversial and topical for its time, and well done. It's not just the fact that a song like this completely destroyed Nicki's image as a powerful woman who could actually be a force for positive feminism. No. It's not just the fact that it drove a stake through the heart of what feminism means and a stake through the heart of Baby Got Back. It's not just the fact that it sounds bad. It's not just the fact that Nicki Minaj is playing an airheaded bimbo who doesn't care about the fact that her boyfriends are drug dealers, but she's willfully helping them in what they do by evidently blowing people away for her boyfriend. And don't you try to insist that there's some kind of feminist message, because immediately after she has sex with the guy, she demands that he buy her shoes. Yeah, that's not a stereotype at all, now is it? And then, of course, the product placement. The blatant product placement. So, all that factored in, this song was going to be the worst of the year. I've said my piece about it already in an earlier video. It is just bad. Bad, 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 bad. God, I'm depressed. We need some positivity up in here. Give me the good songs. Number 5. Finally, we can get to the good stuff.
Nice to meet you where you been. I could show you incredible things.
What's this?
Magic, madness, heaven, sin. Saw you there and I thought, oh my god, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play.
Oh my god, this song is actually pretty good. I mean, the lyrics are well constructed. She's basically deconstructing herself and what people say about her in the media and in popular culture. She actually seems like she's acknowledging her flaws in this song. It feels like a return to classic Taylor with an understanding of sort of like what she's become. This is really, really good.
'Cause you know I love the players and you love the game. 'Cause we're young and we're reckless. We'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane, but I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Indeed, the song is really very well thought out and very well produced. The beat work and the music behind it is slightly unnerving, but it kind of adds to the atmosphere, I find. It's not my absolute, greatest song that I feel she's ever done, but it's really good, and if she does more songs like this, then I think she's back on track to producing really quality work once again. So check the song out when you get the chance.
You
Number 4. The hits just keep on coming. Right off the bat, I knew I was gonna love this song. I mean, the way it starts out, it's so grandiose and impressive. Its chorus sounds so majestic. I love the tribal, mystical feel to it.
And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above.
It's very easy to read into this song as something that's just talking about an uncertain future, about being confused and scared, yet also trying to be optimistic even in the face of it. But there's actually a very surprising and kind of heartbreaking real meaning to the song that when I heard about it, I knew I had to include it on the list. You see, the name Pompeii isn't just some fancy metaphor. The song is actually from the perspective of two people who died during the Pompeii volcano eruption and who are now frozen forever. One of them is trapped and hopeless and despairing, and the other is still trying to hang on.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this?
Okay, that's a little creepy, but very atmospheric. In fact, the whole song is very atmospheric, and the subject matter is deep. Once you realize where the song is coming from, it's hard not to feel for the two people singing, for our dual narrators. It's just a really nicely done song, and I highly recommend you check it out. Number 3, here we go. What's next on the table? Well, frankly, Adam Levine needed to redeem himself after Animals.
Emergency room. Where's the fucking emergency room? Just tell me. Where is it? Where is it?
And do you want to know why I feel this song works? Because it's actually about realizing you're losing a relationship, about realizing that you've been separated, that you're breaking apart and breaking away from the person you love the most, and wanting to get back to them. Realizing that you had something good, and that you don't want to let it get away from you. And the music video ain't bad either. I like the high energy that the song has. And I like, of course, the music video quite a lot because of the intricate story that it weaves. It's all told in basically like end to beginning, with Adam playing the role of somebody whom, once close to the one he loved at one point, begins to slowly but surely lose sight of her, much like the narrator in the song evidently began to lose sight of the one that he loved, and bit by bit losing the relationship that he had with her. When you're actually trying to sing about something other people can relate to, that is, in trying to reconnect with the people that you once loved dearly, then I can understand that. I can get behind that, and it's something that makes for a good song. And this is a good song. Time for number 2, ladies and gentlemen. So what is it? Well...
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
I can't stop smiling.
Turn down for what?
This music video and this song is gloriously ridiculous. I mean, seriously, all of it is just so incredibly stupid and silly and insane. Oh my god, I could watch it a billion times over. It's hard not to get into the spirit of this song because of how high energy and how pumping it is. And of course, the music video just perfectly matches the manic insanity of the song. You know, more songs could be improved by strange, out-of-nowhere butt slamming. Yeah, seriously. Nicki, Iggy, J-Lo, this is how you do butt-related stuff right, okay? So when you get the chance, fire up your loud. Another round of shots. What's that? Turn down the music? Turn down for what? I know it's hard to imagine. I mean, what could possibly be greater than this? Well... Number 1.
Everybody shut up.
Thank God for Weird Al Yankovic. Here's some advice for all you internet commenters out there.
If you can't write in the proper way, if you don't know how to conjugate,
Maybe you flunked that class, and maybe now you find that people mock you online.
The satire is spot on. The lyrics come swiftly and quickly and flow well into each other. The subject matter is funny. The music video itself plays off great off the lyrics themselves, and it's a wonderful parody of Blurred Lines, which frankly was rapey as well. Now I can actually listen to the beat work and not feel creeped out about it, because why bother with Blurred Lines when I could just put on Word Crimes? Yes, you heard me right. You see, when it comes to people misspelling stuff and screwing up the English language, there's only one thing Weird Al has to say about that.
word crimes, like I could care less. That means you do care. At least a little.
Take note, Mark Levin.
Moron. Hey, you better slow down and use the right pronoun. Show the world you're no clown.
I've got to get that thing to trend on Twitter. Needless to say, this song is just an absolute delight to hear. It's a lot of fun, and it's my personal favorite best song that came out in 2015. I know there's kind of slim pickings for 2015, folks, but hopefully you were able to hear something that you liked or something that you didn't like and was just glad to see get ripped apart here in this little video. So, see you next time. And have a happy new year.